Alright guys, gonna go over the game 2. Hopefully this is the great one, because for some reason the numbers are out of order. I don't know how that happened. I believe this is the Rek'Sai game, so no, this is the wrong one. So I need to go out of this. But this game, you guys really set the tempo of the game from the early game, especially you Central, the Rek'Sai game that we're gonna get into. You did a good job in the third game too, but you guys worked so much better these second and third games, which was awesome. Especially since like we were talking about, I was talking about that last game where we kind of had the like a little bit of a heated discussion in the middle, and our communication wasn't as clear. But this game, you guys were on point the whole way. This is something if you weren't there at the end too that we were talking about. If I'm ever against us taking Ignite, and the answer is no. It's generally better and competitive to take teleport, but if it's a matchup like this where you can just kill the other person over and over again, I'm perfectly fine with it. The only difference in this game is once we got to the mid part of the game, the person that needed to be splitting from our composition was not Alex, it was actually LeBlanc, because she's a lot more across map mobile, um, and she was super strong. If you put her in a side lane at the end of the game, middle part of the game versus anyone, she's just going to blow them up, and it's just going to be incredibly beneficial for us. But it's more on the fact that she's highly mobile going cross map, that it would have been better if she was the one there. So, and I am definitely going to probably tomorrow make a level 1 strat video with basically 5 different level 1 strategies that we can do. So, why am I not fast forwarding this part? Okay. Remember, you guys always need to call out if you know where the enemy jungler starts, just so it helps Central um, basically know if he can go for a scuttle or not, or if he wants to go for a scuttle. Oh yeah, this is really weird. There's nothing beneficial for you doing this punch right now because of your positioning. You have Q, so you're not going to be able to get away like easy. So you're putting all the pressure on. Literally, you're the only one. So you guys just traded damage, but you did half to her, and now we're on this one. This is why this is just a never should happen kind of trade. So you literally have to flash by 2 minutes. Like we win level 2 easily in this lane. Just get to level 2. So now there's 3 summoners down for both sides in the bottom lane. But we win level 2 in this matchup easily. All you have to do is dodge the Zillion fucking stun and you guys destroy them. So there's no reason to ever try to take like a bad trade like that. That was one of the bad trades I was referring to from tonight. First blood. I believe we get second blood here too. Man, that was such a close I can't remember what it's called. Your Q for Rek'Sai. Very good job responding. Fuse to help out. Look at this game already. 1.2k lead at 3.5 minutes. And it's about to go up even more. 5. See, look, you guys already got a kill. All you have to do is wait. So the tempo of this game is fucking insane already. It's not even 4 minutes and we have 5 kills. We're up 2.3. Good job resetting right away to Central, because you know you can beat her to your side of the jungle and make sure you get triple buff. So that was really good. I don't know what you're doing here, Mystic. Just Go back if you have enough. You should have enough money to. Yeah, you got the kill. You can get your second item, I'm sure by now. Yeah. Oh, this is also something. We get another kill here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is exactly what we talk about, like winning with information. You know, she doesn't have flash. Central comes right down there after he does. He didn't even do his blue. He just did Gromp and kills. But this is something I was going to talk about. So you're 2-0 already with a. You could have a huge lead. This is something you should. Um, since you don't have teleport in this situation, you're going to miss out on experience here, and that's going to have to be okay. Especially since we know that Central has to be on the other side of the map right now, because Blue he basically had to go to his Blue. So you're just going to have to go back here to get your item advantage, so you can start taking over earlier, especially since right now you should now officially know that the next wave is the cannon. You just killed one wave, second wave's coming in, it doesn't have cannon, the next one has cannon. So you should be wanting to spawn, like, respawn with it. So you should just be going back right now. She's gonna shove in, probably get one plate. Who gives a shit? You got two kills worth of gold. You've got a 800 gold advantage already at 5 minutes. That's insane. And by the time you come back, your ignite will be up too. Because now you're just in a shitty situation where you're kind of just stuck for a while instead of having the big advantage. Like, this is also when I tell you, like, just call for Central. Hey, can you come hold my lane? I need to go base. Because you have Tiamat money in your inventory already. Yeah, way more. I don't remember if we get two. Nope, just the one. You literally, this guy picking Elise. I don't think he played Elise much at all. Almost 4K lead at 6.5 minutes. Like, you guys are just trouncing them in every fashion. Look, this is why Zillion's bad. Like, you just immediately get onto him, he's dead. So it's officially 4.5k at 7 minutes. That's crazy good. This is another situation where you should just be hard shoving this wave and going back too. Like, he should just be denying him all the CS and going back so he can reset as well. Only has 989, but he can still buy like the another piece to his first item. So always got to look the ways to deny the enemy team. You should have let bottom get priority back before you started that dragon. Is the only thing that I would suggest there, because we easily have priority on them. But they're just coming back from base, so your head's in the right place. Just your timing was off. So you could have went and I guess you don't have a ward. You could have just literally chilled out for a minute just to wait for us to get back in the lane because they have all the priority in the world. I'm assuming they saw you right here. Let's find out. Stop. I mean, barely. Maybe barely caught you. I don't think so. Nope, he just, since they had priority, he just decided to check. That's why all you gotta do is just wait for our guys to get back, and then it's free. You just be able to do it for free. Uh, what is this Kaisa doing? She wants that shutdown gold. Way too bad. Good job. Now Dragon's free. Remember, if we have priority somewhere, just wait for them to basically be be able to assist you in whatever way, even if it means just them pushing their wave. We just gave 2 kills back. So we just gave him 2 kill back. But just look at 10 minutes. We have a 5.5k gold lead. We have 2136 CS lead in the bottom lane. We have a 12 CS lead in the jungle, 20 CS lead in the I'm sorry, 12 CS lead in the jungle, 20 CS lead in the top lane. This is what this is why I like tempo, because you literally can tilt people off the face of the earth in the first 10 minutes. Look what you guys did here. This game is over. Over. And look at your vision control. This is what I was talking about. Like, this is 10 minutes in. You guys are already advancing like vision and stuff. We're already denying them counter jungling and just. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team. Whoops, my bad. Later in this game, you guys get really good deep pink wards and vision. But again, these guys are screwed down here. They have no business of even coming up near this stuff because you guys can just kill them. That was a really good job blocking her W there too, just denying her CS. I'm pretty sure her W does magic damage too, so your shield just eats it. So again, tempo. You could also already be talking about Herald at this point too, because you guys are in such a big advantage. I don't remember if LeBlanc, she killed a ward and dropped a pink ward. So now look, we're slowly already starting to advance. I think this might be. Yep, this is it. So this is what I was talking about. She was 0-3. She's worth nothing. You're worth 750 gold. And you don't have any information of where their jungler is the biggest problem with this dive. This is why I have a problem with the dive. You have no idea where the jungler is, so always talk about winning with information. She's not worth any gold already. She's 0-3. Don't worry about killing her at that point. Just keep trying to deny her as much as you can. I know we talked about like your CSing. Um, Once you respawn, I'll actually go back up to you so I can show you what I mean about like your positional CSing, since you have Tiamat, is really important. So you're going to push it. You're correct. You're going to push it no matter what. Um, if at this point, if you see where the enemy jungler is, then you can hard shove it into her because you can pretty much force her away from this turret. But if you don't know, you basically want to be positioned. So if you're going to farm this one, you want to be positioned over here so when you auto attack, it may only AoE this one. You don't want to be standing like right here basically so it AoEs everything. Then it's just cause it to push faster. Same thing if you're going to farm this one, you want to be on this side basically so it doesn't AoE these ones as much. Sorry. Let's go back to that. Let's relive Alex dying again real fast. This is why Rek'Sai's amazing. We have vision control here and here, so this path is free. And since he has such unique pathing, this is why this champion's so good. And Fuse did a really good job on the Blanc too. And immediately it turns it into, this is what I was talking about, us advancing our vision. Central Goddess Vision here. Now he is looking to deny because he already had information of that. Look at this. This is what Vision does. So good. The bottom lane, you guys respond right away. This is good. This is what teamwork is. This is what Vision Control does. Like, this is good shit. So again, we should now be talking to each other on back timings to find out when we can go do Herald, because it's 13. I don't care if we get the extra plates with Shelly, but the whole point of Shelly is you can basically show up with an unexpected numbers advantage, and no matter what, get one turret, and sometimes depending on what happens, you can potentially get two. It depends on how they react. Just looking at items real fast. So you should rarely be on the field with this much gold. I know you just went back now. Um, Peridian and as well as Fuse. You guys can always call if they're shoving. You can call for jungle assistance to come basically hold your wave, especially if there's a dragon coming up. Well, like we want Fuse to be able to go back right now so he can buy so we can be on time for that dragon since we have complete control. And then this is what I was talking about as well. Look at this beautiful fucking job by you guys. Literally wards for days. Just everywhere. We have complete vision of everything except for this little slit, but we have that basically covered by this pink ward here. This is such a good job by you guys. Fucking great ward there too to just give us information. This is a really good job. So this is going to happen sometimes too. So depending on when the first dragon dies is what causes it. Our second buff comes up on the opposite side of the map, which look, same thing for them. Their second buff is on the same time on the opposite side of the map. So the fact that we have vision control already on this side gives us the biggest advantage in the world in making sure that we get that dragon. And this you guys communicated. So Mystic's here now. So now we're going to make a play for this Herald, which is perfectly fine. This is not perfectly fine. This is great. This is exactly what we want. It's an Ocean Dragon too, so it doesn't matter if they try to trade for it. We'll happily trade this Herald for an Ocean Dragon. And again, this is exactly why, I think this is the one I talked about. This is exactly why sending the support up here ahead of time is so unexpected for a lot of teams. Because it just immediately creates a disadvantage for them if they decide to fight. And as soon as you get focused, like this too, I think you die with your ult this time. So instead of flashing, you should have ulted first and then flashed out after. But it doesn't matter. We get a 3-for-1 in this because Mystic came up here, because you guys set this up. And this may be the time I was also referring to when we hesitate with your ultimate Mystic. Because it's up. You use it during a fight. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. Basically, as soon as he goes in 1 versus 3, you should just ult him. Like, just immediately ult him. Like, look how delayed that was. We might actually may have saved him if you would have ulted right on time. So you make a lot of good plays on Galileo. You're really starting to get really strong at that champion. The one thing I would tell you to, or the two things I guess, is laning is chill out until you get to the appropriate level before you start trying to trade. And then secondly is ult sooner. this was talking about where we did all that fighting and Peridian got that kill. And I'm not going to go back and show it, but he actually autos a minion too during that trade. We get the dragon for free now. Reestablishing vision. Very good job, Mystic. Let's see. So we could just, I don't know if you two do it right now, but get one vision. Good, that's what I was going to say. Just reestablish the vision down there again. And then you two can set up on the flanks here, basically. So if you guys set up on flanks like this too, especially since we have a Rek'Sai, it could literally just be Central doing it on Rek'Sai specifically. So Mystic, you could still be mid. If you bait any of them to come over to this side, you can just basically walk here, tunnel to mid, and now we have a 4 versus 3 here at the worst case scenario, and this becomes easier for us to like just get this turret. Because these guys should be pushing the wave. Is my point. Good job having Ward out there, Alex. So our next objective is still Shelly's on the map. So that's the next objective. We should still be talking about doing that. And I'm pretty sure we still get it this game. Yep, we go for it right now. So we have all the priority in the world right now. So this is perfect. This is exactly what you guys want to do. Boom. Easy peasy. Let's see what happens in this fight. Remember, I'm just gonna remind you, Peridian. I know you talked about it a little bit more, but it should when you guys talk about um, Callista alts, make sure that Mystic's not in the middle of channeling like Justice Punch or any of that shit. If you guys are being the aggressor, is my point. Immediately should be going mid, which I'm pretty sure you guys do. And again, you're flashing for an 0-5 worthless champion. You don't need to do that. Save your flash for when you team fight with us, because your flash can literally kill the Kaisa or the Elise, someone that actually matters a little more. And again, drop Shelly immediately. Good. So now we just traded a like 3 for 0 into 2 turrets as well. Actually 3 turrets. That's right. Look how good. This is why Shelly's so fucking good. It's good you guys reset and you just go straight into denying. This is really good. Sorry it's moving so fast, but you guys shit on them hard. Yep, you guys, it's perfectly fine to just reset because Baron's coming up on the board, the Dragon's coming up on the board. Look how much gold. Almost everyone has 2,000 in their pocket to spend except for Peridian. He has 1,600. Good job resetting here. Hopefully you all do it if I remember correctly. Yeah, Central, you could have done it a lot sooner, especially since half your team went back. So now we got Barons live on the board, which they have no way of doing, and the third ocean is on the board. So one thing you could have actually done Central instead of going back is the Scuttle Crab on Baron's side. Because you on the map, you'll be able to see that it's there. Like you should have done this and then you could have went back. So you delaying your back is fine if you were doing the whatchamacallit. And this is something else I talked to you guys before about once. What he's doing right now, if you guys are calling to do dragon, he should never be sweeping this area then. He should be saving a sweeper for the side that we're going to go contest basically. So if they drop a warden when you're doing it, then he can just sweep. But if you're not contesting an area, like we're leaving this area right now and we're not calling to go straight to Baron, you should just be saving your sweeper. But that goes for everyone though. You also, if we're this far in ahead, like you don't have to drop pink wards here or anything like that. If we have a regular ward down, it's perfectly fine. But if we're leaving the area, you want to just put like a regular ward to cover the area. If you know that it can be contested, basically, if they decide, fuck it, we're gonna try and rush Baron here, so hopefully they don't have vision, then it would be beneficial. That's why getting the crab is really important right now too. But sweeping in areas, this is primarily for Mystic and Central. Save your sweeper for where we're contesting. And since we're leaving that area, sweeping isn't going to help you out. So they end up getting the crab on the Baron side, which is a real bummer too, because we're up 10k. As soon as we do this dragon, we could go bait. We could literally bait dragon already, or Baron, I mean. We still can because Fuse got such a good chunk onto Elise. This is why I wanted LeBlanc too. Such a good assassin with a nice front line. I mean, you guys just had such good control this whole game. It was a really good job. This might be one of your better games that you've had since I've been on the team. The third game is really good too. Well, that's the point. Look how far ahead we are right now, and we still have made plenty of mistakes. It's just the fact that we've been so far ahead that it's harder for them to like make it into something bigger when we do have some mistakes. So we're going bottom lane, I'm pretty sure. And this is when we were talking about being balanced again. Look where our team is. Nobody's here. We haven't seen them on the map. We don't have vision on this side, Alex. This can never happen, man. So now we're going to be able to get this turret just because they're all up there. But now our Baron is basically shut down until you respawn, unless they royally fuck up. But we literally just have to go deny their jungle at this point, and that's all we can get. So remember, always look at your mini-map to stay balanced. That was idiotic by that guy. That was a good job of you guys camping the bush. So we're still 4 versus 4. Sorry, I'll go back. This is a good call by you guys to literally just camp this bush because our pick is insane with the 4 of you still. This guy's nuts. But good job. That's on you guys too, doing a good job. Not just him being kind of crazy. That Elise 1 versus 4 just straight going in. This is just insane. They don't have their Kaisa. Their Kaisa's top lane. Like you guys tilted their 80 carry off the face of the earth. At this point, if he's top lane. See, they got an advantage back and they just threw it right back to you. Kaisa should never be top lane. Zillion should never be face checking like that either. But again, like a lot of this is set up by all the good plays you guys made this game. So now this shit's just over pretty much. Whenever you guys are waiting like this too, remember you empower the minions. Go grab the next wave or go empower the ones in mid lane. Let Alex know you're going back to, so he can back up. Again, you guys tilted them this game really hard at this point. We got Dragon in 30 seconds, which I don't remember what it is. There's another example of overextending. Good job by you two. Literally, we only have one inhibitor left to get, and she's that far up in the lane. That's just absolutely nuts. See, that was really... This is the kind of stuff that's really good there, Mystic. You don't have to go in there, but you're just zoning. That was really good. You're just holding your taunt and zoning in case they decided they wanted to try to come get a piece. This is exactly why, Dawn, I also want you to pick up LeBlanc. Because it's really good to have... Um, like, I love Elise because she's technically an assassin in my mind. But having assassin on your team that's like this high burst is so good. And I'm not a fan of Zed right now either. And the next game, you guys already know why you guys were in the game, but it just doesn't do enough, and you can counter it as a team. Boom. Easy game. Guys, beat them by 17k or something like that, 16k, 16.1k in a 26-minute game. That's pretty nuts. But that's the kind of things you guys can do with really good tempo, vision controls, a lot better communication, getting the Rift Herald. Look how much Rift Herald got you that game too. You won it exactly what I was talking about. You win a team fight, even if it's not a complete ace. You won. I think you killed 2 or 3 of their guys. You dropped Shelly and you got 3 turrets. It's insane. All right, on to the next one.